Y'all, here it is again, man. We got to sit down where it go down. Today we talking about friends and foes and how to, distinguish the friend from the other one, man. I hope everything been going good for everybody and everybody been feeling the true blessings that's been upon them, man. Those ain't had, the good thing coming to them, just stay into the winning, man. It's gonna come. But I got my boy Fight Alone with me again tonight. And we're looking forward to having another epic night and another wonderful night. So just trying to see what's going on. Fight Low, come on through.
Oh shit. Yeah, man. I'm feeling this topic about friends because um a lot of the word friend get misused a lot. You know, a lot of people think that they got friends and they really just got associates. Um, Friends they hold a different title and they hold a different position than associates. You know, you could associate with a lot of people and you could think that you'll call them friends, but that's not what you mean. But the word friend is so cliche. We use it, we overuse it. We use it for stuff that it's not supposed to be used for. Mama, that's my friend. That's your friend. He
Yeah,
just you know, and he just need that. But I guess we not accustomed to using the word associate or affiliate. We feel more comfortable saying friends, and that's where a lot of stuff is misconstrued because you could tell somebody else that that's your friend. They can tell somebody else that that's your friend when they do something foul. Man, his own friend did that, but that was not his friend. That was his associate. You see what I'm saying? Um, I got a lot of
yeah,
associates, but I got a few friends. You see what I'm saying? Uh, I,
yeah.
I don't. I know my friends. I know their capabilities, and I know some of weaknesses to where I don't get disappointed. So if they can't do my friends, so um, I that's my take on friends. Um, Friends know they know what you can. Your enemies judge you off what you've done, and your so-called friends judge you off what you've done.
Hey, Steve, can you hear me?
Yeah, you
He
try.
said you buffing. Yours buffing a little bit. So see if it's something you can do to fix it. It's kind of buffing.
Okay, let me see. Now, what about now?
Say something. Say something.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you a little bit.
Can you, what about now?
Still sound like it's going in and out. It might be like the Wi-Fi or wherever you at. Bad reception.
Shit.
Yeah. Try right now. They, you know,
Oh,
people know we ain't no professionals at this thing, man. So we just trying to get it on in the way we get it in. Until you fix that, let me rock like this right here. So man, a lot of times, when you say somebody's a friend, them are some heavy words to use when you title some people. Because a friend is somebody that not only somebody that you can count on, but somebody they can count on as well. somebody that's gonna, tell you when you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? Even though they, hey man, they ride with you however it goes, they still need to be that friend to tell you, hey man, that was the wrong move you made, or that was the wrong thing to do. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't gonna say if you doing wrong when it comes to other people that supposed to be friends or loved ones, because that way heavy on them. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of things been happening in the world that wasn't happening when I was in the world. And I'm reading about it like a lot of homeboys getting homeboys up, brothers robbing brothers, brothers killing brothers. My homeboy, one of my homeboys, Blue Dog, his brother, was supposed to kill him. I didn't understand that, man, because I didn't come from that era, man. And back then, a friend was somebody that you value, somebody that you gave a part of yourself to in a way that separated them from other people. So, when I was living the life of doing wrong, I wanted all my friends to be, a part of me and the steps that I made in life, because I wanted to make sure that everything was done accordingly to how a friendship was supposed to be, with the people that I call friends. So I made all them, my friends, so that we wouldn't never have to separate and be at a distance with each other. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a friend is somebody special, man. Somebody that that's valued, somebody that's appreciated in a whole other form. Yeah, but is you back, man?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm right here. But you chopping up too though.
So what's up? Yeah. So we just trying to put everything in form, man, so that we can separate a lot of different.
You went out.
You go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, man, I'm just trying to see your take on it, what everybody got going on it. See how they doing everything, man.
Yeah, yeah. Like I was saying, friends, you could count on them to empathize with what you're going through. Friends, they don't have to. They can feel when you're going through something, and they look at you like they look at themselves and try to figure what can I do to better this situation. You know, even if it ain't but just a little. What can I do to better this situation? If I was him, you see what I'm saying? They empathize. They put themselves in your shoes, and they try to figure out. You know, even if they don't know the answer, even if they have to ask. Damn, what can I do? I mean, that's what true friends do. You know, associates, they see what you're going through and they talk about what you're going through, but they ain't no action. Friends, they
So
even without consciousness, they make it
so
show 'em.
yeah. So let me ask you this, because you've been home. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had my shot yet. And I don't see many people that's here that my friends know. People that I consider friends and the people that consider me. You know what I'm saying? And which is
Right.
a good thing, because I don't want them to be in here, man. And I'm gonna tell you the type of friend that I am. So if I'm shining, I want my friend to shine, because that's how friends are supposed to do. You know, and sometimes people take that the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm asking you, right? If you've been home, how did things, you know, out there as far as with everybody, as far as, you know, trying to switch it up. And everybody had their own views and shit about things. We were still tight in the motherfucker. And we still had a code of ethics that we live by. Different compared to the way these dudes moving about. You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm asking you is, what do you see different from these dudes now compared to the dudes of our time?
Well, what I see is you have to be prepared. You have to be prepared to be friend one day and foe the next. You just have to be prepared for it. It's not like back in the day when you knew what your friend was thinking, what he was going through, and you was gonna go through it with him, regardless. Later on, you'll put to the side and say, "Man, look, that kind of went right, but I rode with you." But I'm gonna let you know that that wasn't no good move, but that was foul. But I wasn't gonna let you go through it alone. That's now now.
I got to roll.
So what? Yeah, now say it again.
I can't hear you.
I could. I thought you were saying something. But
No,
yo, you gotta expect something to take place nowadays. You know, expect for your friend to short change. You gotta expect all that now. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the norm out here. You know, because I wasn't used to that, but that is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I expect it now. You know, because they're not like friend got a different definition than what it had back then. You know, it's it's I don't really have no everyday friends like now. I don't have no everyday friends like back then. Back then you could catch friends, they'd be around each other every day. It's not like that now, you know. Uh because like again, like I say, you can expect who you thought was a friend to put a very foul move. Uh so it's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? Uh you know, friends check on each other. That's what friends do, you know. Friends want to know how. Yeah, these days it's not really like that so much, you know. So whatever friends you got to keep them close. Who you know you got this for a friend,
So,
you keep them close. You know? So what?
yeah,
Yeah, you got to keep them close. Uh, yeah, I mean, because it's friend. I mean, friendship go a long, long way. Friendship it involves consideration more than anything else.
yeah.
You consider somebody's circumstance. You know, build each other up. They build each other up. You know, they don't tear each other down.
I don't know. It's one of my time.
Is what?
Everybody in the chat.
Oh yeah, what's up, everybody in the chat? You know, I forgot about it. But the, the friends these days, they'll be friends and then behind their back, but they'll tear them down. You know, a friend ain't gonna let your name get tore down while you ain't around. You'll defend your name. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A friend would defend. A friend would.
So, the way that we used to do, regardless, I mean, it was wrong, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, do you think these times and days that if they want to get on that type of stuff, do you think that just turn our bad into good? You know, do you think these dudes would be the type of people that we could have hung around back then, or the type of people that, we would have considered to be some people that, we mess with? Because I don't see that in a lot of these people today.
Yeah, I don't. The dude that we deal with right here, like like I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna. Let's say you, but you friend with this dude, right? Let's say I got a disagreement with this dude here. I'm not gonna come to terms with creating no bad blood between you and him. I'm gonna be considerate that y'all have a good relationship, a good friendship. So I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best not to create no bad energy between me and him that's gonna affect you. You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean when I say consideration, taking into consideration, um, because I don't like him or whatever. I'm gonna call you simple. This is your friend too. This is your friend too. You see what I'm saying? Um, you got a lot of that going on. You know, me personally, I got a knack for seeing it before it even take place. Prison taught me that. Uh, yeah, I got a knack for seeing it before it even take place. So I don't. I try to. I try to. I try to make certain moves to counter it before it even get to that part. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it's
Yeah.
just a lot of these new standards are different from what they was, back then. They think it's cool to rob each other and to do all that. And, if he eat, I ain't even fucking type of attitude, versus. So back then, if a nigga ain't doing something, we better just stop messing with him than to do something bad to him unless he didn't cross over and then really made it bad like that for himself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it passed out earlier. Earlier. Yeah, so we just in a different time, man. And what I noticed about a lot of people, they do more stuff. See, looking at it from this point of view, they do more stuff to count than they do to inspire. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
True friend, man, gonna understand what I try to tell them, because this is the time and the days that we living in the world. Man, I ain't got to coach my homeboy on how to move or, the way he need to move. Nigga, you know how this shit goes. So you got to, you get to value people for really what they are when you're in prison, because you see some things that a lot of other people would never get to see in a person, man. And looking at it from this point of view, sometimes it get a little ugly, man, because you get a lot of disappointment in people that you thought were solid and come to find out they not.
Right.
Just thinking about the times that people that you didn't embrace and the people that embrace you back, you have some dudes that you might have rolled out on. But you go to lock up and they'll be the same dudes that make sure you're good back there like them homies supposed to be doing. That don't mean that they don't love you. That don't mean that they ain't for you in a lot of different ways, but sometimes your friends turn the foes, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
it's been a lot of times I done been locked up. Some of the dudes that I was expect to come and make it happen for me, just couldn't do it. Or maybe they didn't want to do it. Whatever the situation was, it didn't happen. But there's been some dudes back there that I didn't like, or some dudes that I least suspected came and made it right for me so that I wouldn't have to go through no suffering or have to face no bad times back there, you know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
it's just a value system, man, and the different things that people up against that determine how a lot of things play out, man. You know, yeah, man. But
Say,
you know,
do you remember you remember when I participated in the first food strike on we was on Clemens Unit, I think, and you shot me a kite with a bag of food, saying that you shot me a kite with a bag of food, say man, look, I don't really like this strike shit, but if you need me, I'm here. He gonna suck food. You something like a soups and beans and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, you done to the laws couldn't see. You know what I'm saying? So I can send my cheat on the food strike, but you know, I didn't even ask for that. But I said, you remember we was on Clemens Unit, right? And I went on that first food strike, and you sent me a kite with some food. You should say, man, I really don't be liking this shit, but if you need me, I'm here, right? That was in '99. We was in SIG. Okay, about 2 years later, I did the food strike with the whole wing, right? And nigga went and told us to say, man, your brother went on food strike. He was laughing, and you went off on the nigga. You went off on the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Saying whatever he do, that's what he's supposed to be doing. Whatever he doing, you know what I'm saying? You, I mean, he went over there like it was a joke. He wasn't joking with me, but he went over there trying to joke with you to trying to get a laugh out of you. And you went off on the nigga. And then you shot me a kite. Yeah, say if you need something, let me know. And I was like, no, we really watch each other to make sure we don't eat, make sure we all stay strong. But that's a that's an example of what friends do. You say, you say now you get with this shit again. You say if you need me.
I want to go fuck with them people, man. You hear me say? I live
Yo,
alone, man. I used to do too much wrong, so I ain't want nothing on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, let them have that shit, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping, let them chill. Man, yeah, it just that, like one time, the big people took all my property. Had me walk up on the
yeah,
bench in my sock. So you looked over there and seen the spot. Damn, before they could even get the dough roll, damn, you had the niggas right there. So niggas like,
yeah.
I'm so good, like, no, nigga, you can walk around like this right there. You know, yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Just
that's the kind of
things,
shit.
man, that go a long way to define the friendship, man. And
Hey, yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
a lot of weigh things in to know who a friend and what a friend truly does when they are friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say like I mean I could say many instances. I could go back and say many instances, right? But like another one of the things that stood out as far as like friendship on Ferguson at the time. I was on Beto, I wouldn't get no visits. I wouldn't get no visits at the time. You told your wife to go visit my nigga. She didn't even know me. She didn't even know me.
Then my wife to come see me,
Yeah, she didn't even know me. You know what I'm saying? And that was like, you know, 'cause I done seen some shady shit in prison. And,
That's just like when me and fam was in state school, right? So
yeah,
people, mama and them, she used to come see me, you know what I'm saying? And I know his mama and them didn't come see him, so I was like, shit, you know, go see my, my boy, you know what I'm saying? Go visit him, you know what I'm saying? You can buy me some clothes, buy him some shoes and some clothes too, you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
That's me, when I had Jerry, you were down here, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, here you go, you know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
want to make sure shit, was looking good because shit, you my nigga, you my friend, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure my nigga and them shine too, you know what I'm saying?
that's what friends do. That's what friends do. Friends make each other shine. They gotta do. They do what they gotta do. So what?
People out there, man. People out there in the world. I see. This is another thing right here, right? So check it out. This is
Right.
what a lot of people been going through, right? So, bam. If you just say like, to me, these niggas been getting pulled behind these phones. So,
Right.
these phones, if she fuck with you, then turn around, y'all ain't fuck around no more. Try to fuck with another homie. A lot of motherfuckers don't know how to separate that shit and put it where it needs to go. Now, sometimes
Right.
niggas be loving people and just don't say, man, I love her. They want to be hard in front of the homies or shit to make it seem like they smell, but at the same time, they really got feelings for this female.
Right.
Telling your homie that you don't love her, you don't feel this way or that way, but at the same time, you really do love her.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah. I see exactly where you're going. But a friend can pretty much tell, even if you part ways with shit.
Yeah.
If you love her, you still, you know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be some questions on the screen, right?
Yeah.
You have 1 minute left.
Yeah, I think they passed it out. I didn't get it. I put it back. I'm finna see if they pass it out. All right. Yeah, I'm finna call back. When I call back, make sure you read the comments in the thing, all right?
All right. How I'm gonna try to see how I can read the
I'm
comments.
finna call back for a few more. All right.
All right.
See, baby Cash, he was a youngster. He grew up in the South. And yes, he grew up with both parents, but they had went different routes. And see, now Cash, he had a brother. They always fought each other. But don't you get it twisted, cause they always loved each other. Okay, now here's where the story changed. They had moved to the West. Pop told him do his thing. He trying to do his best. He trying to raise his brother. He sticking at his chest. He trying to flirt with girls. And he ain't 10 yet. And by the 3rd grade, he seen a lot of things. He seen his granny shoot her husband. It was close range. See, baby Cash, he was a youngster. He grew grew up in the South. And yes, he grew up with both parents, but they had went different routes. And see, now Cash, he had a brother. They always fought each other. But don't you get it twisted, cause they always loved each other. Okay, now here's where the story changed. They had moved to the West. Pop told him do his thing. He trying to do his best. He trying to raise his brother. He sticking at his chest. He trying to flirt with girls, and he ain't teen yet. And by the 3rd grade, he seen a lot of things. He seen his granny shoot her husband, it was close range. He seen his uncle stab a nigga, man, that shit insane. So when he moved back to the South, yeah, he had plenty game. But this shit ain't no game. This shit here real life. He even moved out to the North and start earning some stripes. He ripping Trey 5-7 cause was like only 11. Then went back to the North and cause that start breaking them off.
You know what I'm saying? This a gangster among gangsters. Yeah. A monster among monsters.
See, ran his time, lil' baby Cash 12. He ran her causing hell. He in and out of juvenile, but kept his pockets swell. But now he back up in the South and he getting it on. And if you try to take his paper, he popping your dome. See, baby Cash, he was a menace. No, he didn't start it, but he finished. Yeah, he was focused on the beat, just getting his name up in the trench. The streets had turned him to a beat. Now he was gone up off the leash. His name was moving through the streets. Now he respected by the G. See, he had shootouts with Jamaicans. And then his creeping with no fake. He pulled up on them, left him shake. Yeah, he would strip him like some bait. Yeah, he was 14 paper chasing. And then they sent him to a place. Yeah, TYC, he hit that pavement. He met some niggas who were crazy just like him, and they start hanging. Yeah, they was crippin', they was banging. Trey 5-7 GYGC on the set, that's what he named. Yeah, they was riding on niggas, chunking up the beat with all that flame. Oh yes, you had to put in work and earn some points you wanna claim.
You know what I'm saying? Real gangster. No. We're a product of our environment.
See, now he out and free. He only 15. He out here robbing, stealing cars and all kind of things. But then he got a girl pregnant, didn't mean a thing. Yeah, he was still out in the streets, just chasing the cream. Yeah, he was still out in the streets, just living his life. And he didn't know that one day it would come with sacrifice. Yeah, he was out there thugging, living in at midnight. Until the judge caught him, gave that boy 50 to life.
Damn. You know what I'm saying? He was only 16. You know what I'm saying? Judge give you 50 to life at 16, that's crazy.
See, baby Cash, he was a youngster. He grew up in the South. And yes, he grew up with both parents, but they had went different routes. And see, now Cash, he had a brother. They always fought each other. But don't you get it twisted, cause they always loved each other. Okay, now here's where the story changed. They had moved to the West. Pop told him do his thing. He trying to do his best. He trying to raise his brother. He sticking at his chest. He trying to flirt with girls, and he ain't teen yet. And by the 3rd grade, he seen a lot of things. He seen his granny shoot her husband, it was close range. He seen his uncle stab a nigga, man, that shit insane. So when he moved back to the South, yeah, he had plenty game. But this shit ain't no game. This shit here real life. He even moved out to the North and start earning some stripes. He ripping Trey 5-7 cause was like only 11. Then went back to the North and cause that start breaking them off.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we back, y'all. We back. There it is, back again. Let's sit down. Here it is. They sent some questions in the out there, man. They want to ask some questions, so we trying to see what's going down.
Okay. I'm looking on the screen. I'm not seeing the questions. Yeah, I'm looking on the screen. I don't see the questions. Hold on, let me try to see if I can make it bigger. Hold on. 'Cause I ain't gonna lie, all I can see is you in the show and everyone can see and hear you. Is it? Unless it's real little. No, let me.
The question is, how can we both identify foes, right?
Okay.
Man, when you see somebody always trying to knock you, you know, when you trying to do good or when you got a move you made and so forth, or you trying to accomplish something and they always against it, then you need to start reading the signs, man, and looking a little more in depth of that person, because anybody that's a friend, if you give me an idea right now, my mind gonna automatically start trying to find out the best way we can, you know what I'm saying, utilize it and come up on it or come up with it or whatever, you know, I'm going to the next level with it type of thing, you know, where a foe, you know, they trying to stop you or they trying to discarry you or they trying to speak down on what you're doing or, you know, they always
Negative.
Trying to find, they trying to find a way to always make it seem like, you know, what you're doing don't have any merit or any substance to it because they not doing it, you know what I'm saying? So,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like the females. You know, they come around when they looking good, they done got their little BBLs and you know, the chicken back. Well, they could have did this a little better. They could have did that a little better. But so now, you know, you didn't went from one form to another one. They mad because now you finna get all the attention that you can get. You know, when your hair, you know, you got this little lace wig on, you got your thing going good, and your homegirl be like, they don't look right on you. But all the dudes give you all the attention, they compliment you on. You know, you looking good and all this here. So you got to be able to spot a hate about the attitude that the person displays towards you, because a lot of people can't hide it for long.
Right.
That's one thing. They ain't gonna be able to hide that hate and that jealousy and that bitterness for long. So you just got to pick up on signs that when you see them, you got to know how to recognize them and get on back from it, or be able to make the adjustment that need as far as having it present in your life. You know, a lot of people try to ignore the thing, you know.
Yeah, you're right about that. A foe is somebody that's always negative. A foe is they always negative. Their opinion is always negative. It's almost like nothing you do, none of your ideas is prosperous. They look at the bad side of everything that you do, like how it's gonna go wrong, or how it ain't gonna do that. Those are people that, you know, they really kind of hoping for your downfall. They hoping they can be right, so they can say, "I told you, man. I told you." They're gonna laugh at you. You know, a foe make they make you can come up with an idea, and a foe will make your idea sound stupid. He'll make it sound like that's not gonna work, but that's stupid because of this or that. You know what I'm saying? What a friend would do, he gonna fertilize your idea. You know, he gonna try to figure out a way to, you know, like, okay, that's a good idea. You could probably add this if you want that. You know, that's up to you or not. A foe, man, that ain't a good idea, man. That shit dumb in the motherfucker. Why you gonna do that? What's my idea? You know, we friends, like I say, they empathize. They put themselves in your shoes and they see what you see. You know what I'm saying? You see how this idea is gonna prosper. You see how this idea can flourish and grow. And they gonna see the same thing once they step in your shoes and see from your point of view. You know, a friend don't mind doing that. A foe ain't gonna do that. A foe really, like, you know, he may smile, but his honest opinion is gonna he's not gonna be considerate of how you feeling, and they gonna want you to take that route, because actually this idea that you got may put you up there. And the phone don't want you to go no higher. Stay here with me. Misery loves company. Stay here with me. Do nothing. That's a phone. You see what I'm saying?
So look,
That's how I identify phone negativity, negative. You know, they'll eventually want you to do stuff to please them.
so
You
I
know what I'm
done
saying?
had,
That's how I identify.
I done been in relationships. I done been in relationships, right? Where things
Right,
get a little complicated, a little heated, right? And
right,
I done had, females that try to hold me back from doing a lot of things because they feel like I was gonna get away from them. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So, as I try to accomplish things, they knock it down because they feel like, yeah, this nigga get this done or he get this done, then I'm gonna lose the good part of it. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing and not realizing that shit, this gonna make niggas free. I get to share this moment with you, you know what I'm saying? So I
right,
had a situation where, I get to the thing going around, when they talking about dudes that had been locked up. And I remember one time I had one on the song down, and I talked to the home girl, Third Coast, right?
right.
And she was saying, our baby daddy called.
You and out. You and out.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I hear you now.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah, I had a dude call in and talking about how she was telling me about how her baby daddy, being a father from prison. And he was just doing this and doing that. And a dude called in and said nobody couldn't be no father from prison. Now, I was a father from prison. I did a great job with my kids, all of them, my stepkids, my kids, and all of them.
You did. I saw the impact. You did.
And with others, right? So
Yeah, I personally witnessed it.
looking at all that. So yeah, for sure. So chick told me that I couldn't be no father, or I didn't have enough experience to share with no kids about no father or nothing like that. Now you got dudes and girls, they don't know how to be no father. They don't know how to do fatherly things because it's just not in them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, experience don't always work in certain areas of life. Now, I'm saying that to say
Right,
this right here, right? So I
right,
might can't get in those 18 wheelers by them like I would drive a regular car because I don't have the experience. As far as
right.
telling somebody what to do and how to do it and do it the right way, see what I'm saying? It don't take no rocket science to do this because you know what's right from wrong, and you know what you don't want nobody to get caught up in when your intentions are good.
Right.
I think experience play a big part of being able to tell somebody right. Because you got people that don't have kids and they can still, give somebody the most intimate part of being a good kid or tell them, the things of a good parent, you know what I'm saying? You got some chicks that only had one relationship in their whole life. You know what I'm saying? They only experiences with the guy that they been with because that's the only person they ever been with. You know what I'm saying? So knowing about a lot of different relationships don't count them out or don't count them in because what they know only applies to what they know. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They don't
Yeah.
make them less experienced. You see what I'm saying? So I took offense to that because I'm feel like, there was no put up, there was a put down. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
When you see what I'm capable of doing and what I'm capable of accomplishing, and when it's time for me to step up to be more than what I need to be, you know what I'm saying? So, I have a problem with the way people do things and say things for people that's incarcerated, because a lot of things them dudes doing out there right now, we knocking them out the park. Dudes that's incorporated that just run businesses real and solid dudes anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because, they ain't taking the time to be everything they need to be, or finding out what they need to find out about life and the people that did. You know what I'm saying? The dudes out there really don't, put nothing about too much. You know what I'm saying? Like they should, not all of them way.
And that's why I was saying that your friends judge you by your capabilities. Your friends they judge you by your capabilities. Like I know what my friends can do. Your foes judge you by the experiences that they know that you may have or that you may lack thereof. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel where you're coming from.
Yeah. Still a lot of people don't take the time to really find out what you're capable of, because we gonna only go if we sit here talking about the club or talking about the bull crap. Yeah, we ain't gonna never know if we know about the stock market, or we know about politics, or we know about different areas and different walks of life, because we haven't traveled that far, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people
Right.
don't get a chance to know in depth what a person knows, because they mind so fickle and they keep things up on the wraps, up on the one term, and they don't never explore their minds or their friends' mind or the people that they know mind, find out what people know. You never know what a
Right.
person knows until you get to talking to them and opening up your mind enough to let a person know you, and you get to know them, you know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Right.
man, I have a problem with that, and that really made me feel a certain kind of way, because for somebody that's supposed to be in room for you, to know that they room against you is a feeling.
Right.
I thought I could count on you with the thing that you say and the thing that you do make me feel like, man, you really not walking with me with this, you walking against me with it, man. You walking away from me, you know what I'm saying? Because when you with somebody, man, you gonna say, man, you gonna walk their walk with them, man. Especially when they walking the right way, you gonna encourage them to keep walking the right way. Like I've been saying before, I didn't have females in my life that, just against it. But damn, man, I mean, that's better than having the niggas sitting at home on the couch, they ain't trying to do nothing. Just think if I hit that more, if somebody sees something that I got to say is valued enough to say, hey, man, I want to get this dude $1 million contract to write me such, and if you do this. Then everything I say about this shit, you gonna like, all this shit gonna be good. You gonna be trying to carry the nigga to keep on right then. But when
Exactly.
we sit here chasing the dream, trying to keep hoping. You did what I'm saying. The thing that you need a friend or a companion or somebody to understand that, hey man, I need an encouragement regardless of how far it goes. Whatever you choose to do, I support it. I give you the best ideas I can give you with it. Because my mind works like that. I know what camaraderie is. I know what being together and bonding is. You know what I'm saying? That's how you create a bond, outstanding bond. I ain't gonna knock what you're doing unless it's too far-fetched. I want you to think about everything that's going on. But it's the same way, hey man, it ain't no telling what we might hit, what kind of hump we might hit and come up with, together as a team, what I'm saying, doing whatever it is we do, especially when it's a possibility that it can happen, because it didn't happen before. And this is supposed to be the time we support each other the most. You know what I'm saying? When we just chase the dream, that's better than not having nothing to chase at all. You see what I'm saying? So I be looking
Yeah.
on, hey man, if I sure what's going on with me, that means I trust you with my stuff to say, hey, look, I'm looking for really down so you can give me not no let down, not no put down. You know what I'm saying? Even if you let me down and put me down, you gonna do it in a way where it don't make it seem like you let me down or put me down. You know what I'm saying? In a bad way. So hey, but that ain't what's going on right there. That ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You know, in whatever language you need to talk to me in to let me know that ain't no good idea or that ain't gonna fly that way that I'm trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? You know, just downright just, you know, just cherishing the person and putting it down ain't cool. Because if I hit $1 billion about the different types of thinking about it, you sure never gonna jump on it. I mean, yeah, I knew that was gonna go. I know that was just you ain't even read none of my stuff. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never even seen none of my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so yeah, man. You know, I had got a book by the homie, and it's talking about how other people, your loved ones, your friends, supposed to be supporting you, but they support other people. You know what I'm saying? And that's a sign of a foe. You know what I'm saying? That's a sign of a foe to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna go over here and get the other team nothing that my team's gonna be having. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go over here and support the other team with my team over here needing to support it. You know what I'm saying? Nah. I look like feeding my neighbor's kids and my kids home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
Right.
my team and that team. So I'm gonna do
Exactly.
to make sure my team got all the things that it needs for me to be the best team. You know what I'm saying? Even when we ain't the best. Just because we starving right now, that don't mean I'm gonna jump ship and go over there where they eating at and leave my team over there starved. We all gonna starve together.
Exactly.
Can't go over and eat together. We gonna get over there. We gonna starve together. That's what a friend is.
We gonna starve together.
And leave y'all starving. We gonna starve together. Unless
Exactly.
we go over there and make something happen and bring it back to the table. You know, but I mean, yeah, you gotta be able to distinguish that, man, because a lot of things done these days ain't done under the right terms and the right pretense, man.
That's right. They say you said a mouthful in, man. I mean, like we gonna eat together, we gonna starve together. You know what I'm saying? But the point is we gonna do it together. You know what I'm saying? Even if we gotta, and not trying to be negative, but even if we gotta put the plan together to go and rob the other team, so we can have. You know what I'm saying? We gonna shine. We gonna make sure we can shine. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, where I see you slipping at?
If you work for Chevrolet, right, and I work
Right.
for Toyota, and we having y'all having a Chevrolet company, and I know it's disrespectful to pull up in this Toyota. I'm gonna tell you, say, fam, come get me, so I won't pull up to your event in no Toyota and make the people feel like, man, what this dude doing, what's kicking with him, and the Toyota just out of respect for you and what you got going on. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not gonna disrespect that because I know that this is a Chevy event. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say this. Your friends, if they your friends or your associates or whatever kind of business partners you got, they're your business partner for a reason. I'm not gonna do nothing to disrespect that, man, because those are the people that, you know, that believe in you. You believe in them enough to have whatever kind of line y'all got to have it. And it ain't cool as a friend to disrupt that or to do nothing, put no bubbles in that, because you don't never want to have that kind of rapport with nobody to where you do that or have them thinking that nobody ain't respecting them and they stand, you know what I'm saying, by being in your life. I want you to know when I embrace you, whatever reason I embrace you, but it's cool, you calm, and you protected over here because this is what's going on when I say that I mess with you know what I'm saying? I
Right.
don't want nobody to come out the bushes. If I fight to my neighborhood, what it look like the dudes coming out the bushes and robbing you? Even though I ain't had nothing to do with it. You ain't got no business with these people that came over here with me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So even if I ain't had nothing to do with it, their mind gonna be thinking that, man, Cash set me up to get robbed. But I ain't
Right.
gonna have nothing to do with it, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, just the fact that you over here in my neighborhood see what I'm saying? You automatically gonna think, oh man, he set this up. So now I gotta look for the 1-2 to come from you because I know how the mind thinks. You know what I'm saying? You
Exactly.
know, but I ain't gonna never mess with none of your people because I understand that they your people for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
That's called being considerate.
Yeah.
Being considerate. That's what's lacking. That's what a lot of people lacking these days is consideration, being considerate. You know what I'm saying? Think about what you're doing and how it can affect. You know how it can negatively affect. You know what I'm saying? You people are being selfish and thinking about their own self. You see what I'm saying? And it's a lot of selfishness out here in this world that I've seen since I've been out here. It's a lot of selfishness, you know,
Yeah.
non-consideration. You're not considering what the backlash that your friend gonna receive by getting into it with this other person that they got ties to. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In some places, people get killed for that. You know what I'm saying? When all they had to do was think.
Yeah. People losing their life for that. You know,
All they had to do was think.
I mean, it's just real simple. They get on this internet and they get too far fetched with it. But when you really just want to paint a beautiful picture, man, for the masses, because they utilize and they platform in a lot of the wrong ways. I know there's a lot of people come from what the bull crap going on. You know what I'm saying? Because so many people, you know, drawn to the soap opera way of life. You know what I'm saying? But when you out here telling them things that they can save their kids, can save their family, and save their lives all at the same time, they run from it because, you know, they feel like it can't happen to them till it happens to them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
People need to be mindful that they live around their kids. You know what I'm saying? Because these niggas' minds messed up these days. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the wing over here where I lift up half these dudes' names. Half of them in here, man, out of 90 people, 75, 80 of them is the kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about they own kids and they self kids. So people need to be careful about who they keep their kids around, teach their little girls and their little boys, not to be sitting in no grown man lap and all this, man. They need to teach their kids on how to, you know, hey, if this right here happened to you, this right there happened to you, you need to be able to come tell me about it. Don't hold nothing back. A lot of people don't pay enough attention to their kids, but they want to go on Facebook when these niggas argue and talk about killing each other and be a part of that. But they need to sit back and take the time to find out what's going on with their kids, what's going on in their lives with their men and the people that they let in their lives and the people that they let their children around, man, because they messed up people out there, man. And some of the stuff that I'm sitting here witnessing from these dudes reading on the thing about these dudes say, man, I wouldn't let my kids around none of these people, man. You know what I'm saying? Just don't let my daughters sit in these dudes. These dudes that's a little kids, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, man. What's wrong with these people, man? So, yeah, man, you know, I know it's a little fun, a little entertainment good every now and then, but sometimes it's good for people to hear what's feeling, what's going on in life, and a reminder of what they need to be doing, man, so they don't forget. So we easily forget the things that mean the most to us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That rule your life and your well-being, that's something that's very important to you, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, when as people these days, our health ain't as good as it should be. You know what I'm saying? The thing that's going on, we got to be mindful of a whole bunch of different things. I'm telling y'all this because I'm talking to my friends, so that means I'm talking to all the people that consider me as a friend and all the people I want to consider as a friend. You know what I'm saying? It's time for different things to be going on. Yeah, get a little bit of entertainment. But man, when we dropping something real to tell you some things that you need to really know, some things that you can pause on, and some things that you can grow from. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a little entertainment, listen to the dude fighting and fuss and all that stuff, man. All that comes to the end one day because you're going to have somebody that fight harder, somebody that argue harder, got a different story to tell. You know what I'm saying? This is coming from a dude that's been in prison, man, since I was 16 years old, sitting here telling you about some of the things that we going through now and some of the things that's painful to the people that love me, that's painful to the people that take care of me or that's in clutches in the trenches with me. You dig what I'm saying? The things that y'all can do with y'all people and for y'all people to stop them from falling short to the things that the presentation got waiting on them, because the presentation is designed to keep you in here. You could come down here for 10 years and do 30, man. You dig what I'm saying? So you got to be mindful of some of the things you do and some of the things you put out. When you put out certain things in the universe, they come back.
They come back. They come back.
I put out some bad things in my youth that's coming back. So I can't be mad when the people tell me no. You know what I'm saying? Or the people feel like I need to do a little longer because I done wrong. And I accept that as a man now. You know what I'm saying? That I done wrong. You know, yeah, I want a chance to be able to show that I didn't, made amends and got myself together from, the person that I used to be. But man, it ain't even the man that's doing it. It's God that's doing it. He's doing it on his time. So I can't force it. I can't rush it. I can't push it bad because it was left up to me. I would have been about it real soon. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling y'all to stop y'all people from going through this, to stop y'all little girls and little boys and family suffering and not having nobody there, man. Y'all need to start trying to do something better to be better people all the way around. It ain't got nothing to do with just prison. It got something to do with life, period. You know what I'm saying? Some of the things you do, man, need to be done in a different fashion and in a different way so that a different approach and a different take in life can start happening for you. If things ain't been going the way that you want them to go, it's because you've been doing some of the same things you've been doing for a long time. So you need to start letting some things go and start grabbing on to some more things because what's happening right now ain't what's been working, man. You know what I'm saying? It's time for somebody to make that stand and say, hey, man, I need to do something different in my life and for my family, man.
That's
we just want to hit on topics, man. Yeah.
Hey, you spot on with that, because everybody know by now that the definition of insane is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different response.
Yeah.
And the same thing instead of happening. So you got to do something different. You got to try a different route. I know that doing something different may feel uncomfortable. May make a lot of people feel uncomfortable because it's human nature to fear certain areas that you ain't been in and that you ain't familiar with. But you got to step out there and try something different.
You have 1 minute left.
Try something different.
Hey man, I just want to come drop a little something on them for the night, man. But man, I love you, bro. And
love you too, man.
Be back and sit down again real soon, man. And I hope out of this, man, somebody got something that they can take with them, something they can use, and something that they can.
You going out?
We'll be back. Can't even count the views that one person did, man. That's appreciated. I said one person did, it's appreciated. So everybody that came through that's gonna come through, we appreciate y'all, man, and we look forward to seeing y'all and hearing from y'all again, man. Take it easy, have a good night, man. Just sit down where it go down, y'all.
Yeah, TYC, he hit that pavement. He met some niggas who were crazy just like him, then they start hanging. Yeah, they was crippin', they was banging. Trey 57 GYGC on the set, that's what he named. Yeah, they was riding on niggas, chunking up the beat with all that flame. Oh yes, you had to put in work and earn some